Hello, guys, and welcome to this episode of the Brawlcasters. I'm James, that's Alex, bringing our combined 50 years of martial arts experience to the internet to call some of the craziest fights that we can find throughout the internet. Yeah. And
Karate Man, you go ka or do you go ka and then ka or do you go ka?
I don't do any of those.
I mean, if you had to, Karate Man, which one?
Well, I mean, now if you're asking me if I was going to throw a traditional strike, what I would do is I would mix it in the midst of like the modern strikes. We talked about this a couple episodes ago. Like if I throw like a 1, 2, 3 at you and you start to shell up, I stand by the fact that a hammer fist or a chop, especially a chop because of how small the hand is, would fit right through that shell so well, and like I think you could explode somebody's nose.
Do you ka-chow it or do you? Yeah.
Well, you got a key eye on it. I mean, how could you not?
I mean, ka-chow works too, but I guess you're right.
Yeah, I mean, realistically, I mean, a kapow.
Ka-chow? No, wait, ka-chow a kid later, like at your gym. Next time you do one of those like fucking ka-chow, do one. You go ka-chow, ka-chow, and just fucking hit them.
I just can't make sure. I gotta make sure there's no Asian kids in class when I do that. That wouldn't be good.
No, like just say you're talking about like Lightning Queen. Chow, chow.
I'll take your word for it on that one.
Yeah, just chow a kid. Talk about something that background, dude.
Dude, I know. Like the other background I usually use, it didn't like this shirt, but honestly, this background doesn't like this shirt.
This is better.
This might be better. I might have to be on the beach from now on.
Yeah, I mean it moves.
It moves, and I feel like I'm on vacation.
You should. You're in Brawlcasters land.
Listen, Brawlcasters, this is vacation where you come to learn the land of Built to Brawl, where you come to learn about martial arts knowledge. You get to hear us clown on fighters who obviously don't train. What's better? Honestly.
We should get all those fighters and set up a kumite.
God, could you imagine? And Barn Dog would just wreck them all.
We could do a commentary on a kumite. I mean, like they're not legal, but like it's fine.
No, but like
I would do it. I would do commentary on a kumite.
Could you imagine just like us commentating while Barn Dog slowly but surely massacres everybody who we've ever called fights for?
That'd be awesome, bro. I'd be like, oh, there you go, another kill.
Yeah, Barn Dog has another body on his kill list. Oh my, who would have ever guessed? How do we find a way to talk about Barn Dog? We find a way to talk about Barn Dog every time we sit down to film.
I love Barn Dog.
How could you not?
It'll be like dodgeball, but instead of on ESPN 8, the Ocho will be covering a kumite.
And Barn Dog will just be ripping parts of people off.
I would love that.
Like literally, oh gosh, what horror movie where like the bad guy, there's a bad guy like grabs somebody by the traps and just rips them like a phone book.
I mean, Jason has done that before, but also, fuck. The funny thing is, I know the character. I can't think of the movie's name. His name is Victor Crowley. Hatchet. Hatchet.
Yeah.
Yep. I think it's Hatchet.
I think you're right, but you're right. I know other horror bad guys have done that same thing before. Common theme.
Yeah, comment them, but it's Jason. Yeah.
See, my favorite Jason kill, honestly, and maybe you'll agree with this. I forget what movie it is. When he gets the guy in the sleeping bag and he picks him up and just swings the sleeping bag around and then just boom right in the tree.
I think that's the third one.
I think you're right. I think it is Jason 3.
I like Jason X with the face.
Yeah, see, I was gonna bring that Jason X up. That's a good Jason movie for sure. Add the ridiculousness of Jason into the ridiculousness of space, and you just get extra ridiculousness.
I actually like Freddy versus Jason too. I think it's fun.
Yeah, definitely. It's always funny to see like the cartoonish nature that horror slasher movies have taken these days. Like, what was the last like real good, almost like you could believe it kind of horror movie?
Honestly, I like the most recent Scream movie, Scream 7. It was that one was pretty fucking fun.
I don't think I watched that.
It was pretty good. I actually enjoyed it.
All right, go with me on this one. Not beyond the first Saw.
First Saw is great.
Yeah, the first Saw. Like when you see the person crawling behind. You seen the surveillance video? The guy crawling up behind the guy's car and then coming out of nowhere and sticking the needle in his, like, that's some shit that could happen. And like, you were checking behind your car for weeks after that. Like, yeah.
I'm trying to think of another one that like similar kind of essence in that sense.
Yeah, like later on, Saw got ridiculous when we got into like all the grandiose network that he had and all these crazy traps. But like in the first Saw, almost all of the traps were conceivable, were viable.
Yeah, and that's like the barbed wire trap that he had to crawl through. The other guy,
Yeah,
that was viable because that's like that wouldn't take as much setup as people think, and it'd also be really hard to escape and really fucking painful.
Yeah. Like, but then like, you know, from there it got into craziness, of course.
Yeah, it got weird, bro.
It did. They always get weird. Why do they always get weird?
I'm trying to think, man. It's a genuine question. I mean, like,
because we talked recently about like suspension of disbelief and how like we'll go with you for certain things, but like when there's certain horror that just went completely cartoony, just completely.
There's a lot of horror that went cartoony.
Yeah, and then I mean, that's so much of everything these days. Like I think that's why people like the show Yellowstone. Did you ever watch Yellowstone?
Yeah, because it's more grounded, more serious.
Yeah, and like there's not just like, well, that would never happen. Like there wasn't a whole lot of that in Yellowstone.
Yeah, like for example, like Sons of Anarchy or Mayans. Like I enjoyed the early seasons, and then by the end, it's like, yeah, we just killed a bunch of cartel members, and then we killed the IRA, and now we're beefing with the tribes. I'm like, bro, what the fuck? You guys would be dead by now.
Yeah, like there'd be way more dead members of Sons of Anarchy.
Yeah, there's like 12 of you guys. Those are like national syndicates.
Those are international syndicates. Like
international syndicates, and you guys are like 40 biker guys deep. Like that's
you're not even like because it wasn't even like all of Sons of Anarchy was in it like all of the different.
Yeah, it was just like the main guys, which was like 12 guys.
Yeah, it was like those 12 guys, and like half of you are well over 50, and you're like your Vietnam vets, and like Piney walking around with his oxygen tank. Like this is you're not intimidating.
Yeah, early seasons were cool, and then it got weird.
Yeah, but it was funny. I recently rewatched Sons of Anarchy, and then right after I did, our mutual friend Sergio did, and he posted something up on social media about how in 7 seasons Jackson never made one good decision. And I was like, you know what? You're right. No matter what.
Yeah, I think he made like there was one decision that I was like, that's a smart business move, and then he just fucked it up.
Yeah, that's like everything in the show. Everything.
No, it was the porn thing. Like when they started doing they started working for the porn people.
Yeah.
Great job at first, and then fucked it all up.
Yeah.
They were just doing security.
Yeah, it's like they just couldn't help themselves, but just find a way to just screw it all up.
Yeah.
And that's a problem. That is a problem. That these guys, they played checkers, not chess.
Yeah, and sometimes you got to play chess. Even when you're doing boxing, when you're doing MMA, jiu-jitsu, it's chess. Martial arts is about that chess, where your moves ahead of somebody. And we're going to see if this one can live up to the name.
See, now, this is what caught my eye for this fight was calculated chess boxing fight. I'm like, okay, you have my attention.
Yeah.
So let's see if it's worth my attention. Here we go. In 3 and 2 and 1.
My fight name's the OG Stretch. My brother stole Stretch, so...
OG Stretch. That's a fucking name.
My man. That's a look.
Washington drove down last night. Drove over last night, but...
He looks like he's on the meth posters. Like, you ever see the posters?
This is a meth showdown.
Yeah, like he looks like when you go to a city where there's a big meth problem and like we'll replace teeth for $24. Like OG Stretch looks like he's on that poster.
Well, yeah, and then his opponent Ty looks like he sells those CDs that they pre-sign for you at on 42nd Street, and they try to charge you $30 for.
Yes, and I like that he's in 2 shirts while OG Stretch is in 0 shirts.
Yeah, and I like that he's oh wow, both fighters 0-0. Wow.
Yeah, OG Stretch wearing like true boxing trunks, kind of like that, whereas Ty Rain is looks like he was moving things around at the local Home Depot before the fight.
I mean, you're already in athletic shorts. Why not just take the shirt off, bro?
Yeah. And the one leg sleeve. That's a commitment.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, these guys who like don't know enough to not engage here.
You know, for those feints to work, you have to establish something first.
Exactly.
So, like, if you pop them with a few jabs or you pop them with any of those, that's when those movements start working. But just doing the movements for movement's sake, you're just going to gas yourself out.
See, and it's one thing if you if you immediately throw behind it. If you throw like a, hey, look at my left hand, and then I'm going to land my right. That works.
Yeah, I'm not as mad as that.
Yeah, if you just keep feinting just out at space for no real reason, it doesn't really work. I always love that when I see guys who are not that skilled do the old, I'm going to drop my hands and just move my head. And like, yeah, that never comes back to bite a guy.
Well, there you go. See, now he got put in the corner. He got tagged up a little bit. He did a nice hook to escape, though. I'll give him that. Dude, they just keep flinching at each other.
See, the OG stretch is like trying to fake, but like you said, there's got to be a real threat or the fake is not a fake.
Yeah, because after a while, you're just going to be like, dude, what am I afraid of? Nothing.
Yeah. It's like, I know nothing's coming behind this, so. I actually got a great analogy I'll talk about in the break. But we got a Southpaw Orthodox fight here, and OG Stretch does kind of seem to know what he's doing in the way that the direction he's circling.
Nice body shot.
Yeah, I was gonna say that body shot didn't feel great. So you know, when you play with your dog, if you fake throw the ball enough times, they stop falling for the fake.
They just look at you. They're like,
dude, I know you're not going to throw it. Same thing. If you fake too much when you're without any threat behind it, when you're boxing, kickboxing, MMA, whatever, guys know like there's nothing coming. Why am I flinching?
Yeah, like what am I overreacting? Also, to answer your question, I just realized I watched the movie recently in theaters. Fuck, I forgot the name of it, but it has Rachel McAdams in it. It's like a Survivor-esque horror movie.
Okay.
And there's like a plane crash, her and her boss land, and it made me realize, like thinking back, like wow, I don't know any of this Survivor shit. And like that's the horror movie aspect where he's like a rich guy and he's like, oh shit, like I cannot survive without this woman. But she wanted to be on like Survivor, so she learned a bunch of shit. Yeah, good. Stretch is putting it together.
He's really playing the lefty angle nicely. He's actually going to the outside, which is why that left hand is landing so much. He's just
he's starting to put his punches together.
Yeah, he's just coming up like an inch or two short. He's just a little too far away.
But you see the confidence in him emerging, and he's starting, like I said, put his punches together, so he's throwing combinations. Which I always tell people, like, if you put all your money into Pokemon and then Pokemon tanked, you're going to go broke. But if you diversify your portfolio, now it's like, oh shit, okay, one rose up crazy, one didn't. And then the other one stayed the same. It's like, oh, okay, I didn't lose all my fucking money.
Exactly.
Right? The same with combinations. If I throw 3 punches, one of them lands, 33% is better than 0%.
Exactly. Now, Tyrain, he's really trying to like establish a range by like moving his hands around and faking jabs up, but there's no real threats coming. He's never leading the dance. Yeah. He's always reacting. So that's why OG Stretch just keeps coming in with reckless abandon because there's nothing stopping him from doing it.
Yeah, and even when Ty threw that double jab by the time that second jab was coming out, he was already retreating.
Yeah.
So he's just kind of looking. Ty looks like he's just looking for the retreat. Oh, he just said I'm good. I'm done. I think he realized he didn't have anything there. Again, that was actually weird because that's 2 disappointing ends.
Yeah.
No, was that 3 disappointing ends?
Yeah, I think we got
3.
Yeah,
that was 3 disappointing ends today. Wow.
Yeah.
That's weird.
That's sad. I'm sad for you guys.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah.
Well, that just shows you. That just proved to everybody, because some people tell me, I'm sure you guys watch it beforehand. We don't. That just fucking proved it. If anything, that proved it right there. Exactly. All right. Well, we're not even going to talk about that because that wasn't worth it. Sorry, guys. But what I will say is, wouldn't that scare the shit out of you, James? Being, a plane crash, stopped on an island, and you're like, fuck, how do I make shelter?
Yeah.
Just using what's around you. It's actually like, oh shit, this is going to be hard as fuck.
Yeah.
How do I gather water? How do I clean up my wound?
Yeah. Yeah. Luckily, I was a Boy Scout for a couple of years, so I've got a handful of skills. Not a lot. I'm not going to pretend like I'm some kind of survivalist. But I could tie a decent knot. I can put some things together, that kind of stuff.
I have some skills that I think would translate to that, but also like
mostly just making jokes on the internet.
Yeah, I mean that's a lot of what I do. I just talk shit and like choke and punch people out. So like maybe I could kill a few animals. Yeah. We talked about this before.
Yeah, just try to box up a squirrel.
I'd fuck up a squirrel, man. I'm talking about like throw some spears at a warthog or something.
Well, like the squirrel, you do the thing like in Jason 3, just spin it and bang right in the tree.
Yeah, fuck
and there's dinner tonight. Yeah.
Yeah, it just also guys, if you kill anything in the wild, please cook it.
Yeah, sushi doesn't work in the wild.
No, you're gonna fucking die.
Yeah, you're gonna die. You're gonna die, and you're gonna die painfully.
Yeah, you're gonna die literally shitting your brains out, guys.
Yeah, more painfully than the ending of the 3 fights that we filmed recently.
Sorry, guys.
But again, proof positive that we do not watch these fights before we watch them. I will say I'm gonna give it to him. I say OG Stretch built to Brawl.
Yeah, OG Stretch built to Brawl because we saw that confidence rise in him. And we saw him start putting his punches together. We saw him stop feigning so much and just starting to land shots well. And he looked like he was going to dominate, especially in that 3rd round, same way he did in the 2nd round. And his opponent wanted nothing to do with it.
And I don't really blame him. But you know what we want? What you guys all want them to do with is you want to make sure you subscribe so you get more fights, hopefully with not as disappointing ends as this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we have dozens of fights collected. So
dozens.
There was definitely going to be some disappointing ends in there. The fact that we filmed 3 in a row with disappointing ends, that is mind-boggling. And we picked them at random. Like that's, I have a collection here. Like my whole other screen above me here is filled with fights, and I picked 3 randomly today. And that just, what are the odds?
Happens.
It happens sometimes.
Oh, we appreciate you guys.
You know, it's like when you make yourself eggs in the morning. Every once in a while, you get the egg that's got the double yolk. Yeah. And then rarely you get that case of eggs that just like 3 or 4 of them had double yolks. Like, what was with this one chicken?
Like, what the fuck?
Yeah. So we'll call today your no yolk eggs.
No yolk, guys. Sorry.
Sorry. Listen, but you know what? OG Stretch still built to Brawl. You guys can get your merch so you can look as good at this. Look at how awesome this long sleeve shirt is, and the Hoochie Daddy shorts. Don't forget the Hoochie Daddy shorts.
Coming soon.
No, they're there. You can order.
No, ours are coming soon.
That's true. Yeah. That's true. But listen, guys, if there's a fight you want to see below that doesn't have a disappointing ending, comment it down below for us. Last good slasher movie or horror movie that you saw that was like real life horror, put that down below for us too.
Let us know.
Make sure you make sure you share the episode. Don't tell your friend that there's a disappointing end to the fight. Talk about the other comedy gold that we
talk about the good parts.
Talk about the good parts, yeah. You know, share it for us, and of course, guys, subscribe. Get new episodes right as they come. Other than that, guys, I think I've covered everything, right? Subscribe, like, comment, share, get your merch, comment about Alex's beautiful hair. Until next time, guys, brawl on.